All right, you guys, this your boy back at y'all with another one, man. Let's get down to business, man. As we got the case here talking about Bill Cosby. So this right here is the Supreme Court affidavit for the district for Pennsylvania for the Supreme Court, right? Now, as you can see here, let me put this up, right? Now, in 2002, that's how Andrea Constand met Bill Cosby while she was working at Temple University, right? Now, we all know Bill Cosby is a Temple University alumni. In that, now I'm not trying to drag this out, too long. If you want to do more research on your own, then feel free to. But I just wanted to give a timeline on that. Basically, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to give this, a brief but yet detailed timeline of what happened, right? So, Andrea Constand worked as the director of operations for Temple University women's basketball team in around November timeframe of 2002, right? That's when she met Bill Cosby. Now, Bill Cosby and agreed to make Andrea Constand a mentor of his, right? Now, they've been on subsequent dates. She went to his house on many occasions, and they talked, and allegedly he gave her some pills. She took those pills, and I got a problem with that because, why would you just take pills someone gave you without verifying what it was? But that's not a story, right? So what you see here is a 79-page document from the Supreme Court. It says that in 2005, because that's when the allegations first came out, and Bruce Castor. Now, if you don't know who Bruce Castor is the guy that was the defense attorney for Donald Trump in the second impeachment trial when people were storming the Capitol. Okay. Now, Bruce Castor was the DA at the time when he learned that Andrea Constand had reported that Bill Cosby had sexually assaulted her in 2004 at his Cheltenham residence. According to his, along with his top deputy prosecutor and experienced detectives, DA Castor thoroughly investigated Constand's claim and evaluating the likelihood of a successful prosecution of Cosby. The DA foresaw difficulties with Constand's credibility as a witness, and upon her decision not to file a complaint promptly. DA Castor further determined that a prosecution would be frustrated because there was no corroborating forensic evidence and because testimony from other potential complaints claimants against Cosby was inadmissible under governing laws of evidence. The collective weight that these considerations led DA Castor to conclude that unless Cosby confessed, there was insufficient credible and admissible evidence upon any charge which Cosby related to the Constand incident could be proved beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, this is the case from the Supreme Court, right? Why this got overturned. right? Now, what Cassie was alluding to in this instance was the alleged incident went down in 2004, right? So the alleged incident went down in 2004, but she continued to go out with him for a year, going out on various events, going back to his house. That was the part that made the DA suspicious about whether or not he could bring this case to trial and get a successful conviction. That's how you get the civil case. Okay. Now, Castro decided that the Commonwealth would decline to prosecute Cosby for the incident involving Constant, therefore allowing Cosby to be forced to testify in the subsequent civil action under penalty of perjury without the benefit of Fifth Amendment rights against self-incrimination. Not able to invoke any right to not testify in the proceedings, Cosby relied upon the DA's declination and proceeded to provide four sworn depositions. During those depositions, Cosby made several incriminating statements. Now, Castro's successor did not feel bound by his decision and decided to prosecute Cosby, notwithstanding that prior undertaking. Right? So, basically, for all intents and purposes, the people who succeeded DA Castor was like, you know what? Fuck all that. We know that he did a civil case, but we're going to go after him anyway, right? We're going to go after him anyway, and that we're going to, which is a violation of his Fifth Amendment right. And Castor's successor practiced prosecutorial misconduct in this case. Now, the civil case was settled. She ended up getting $3.3 million, close to $4 million in this case, right? Now, we talked about what happened in 2002, right? Fall 2002, Constant, a Canadian former professional basketball player, was employed as director of operations at Temple University for the women's basketball team. It was this capacity when she first met Cosby, who had close ties to and was heavily involved with the school. That fall, along with a few other administrators, showed Cosby around university, then recently renovated basketball facilities. Over the course of several telephone conversations concerning the renovations, Cosby and Constant developed a personal relationship. Now, as soon as the relationship began, he invited her to his Cheltenham residence. When Constant arrived, he greeted her, escorted her to the room, left her alone to eat and drink wine. Later returned, sat next to Constant on the couch, placed his hand on her thigh. Now, she was not bothered by Cosby advance, even though this was the first time that any physical contact had occurred between the two. Now, shortly thereafter, she left the residence. Now, as the personal nature of the relationship progressed, Cosby eventually met Constance's mother and sister, both of whom attended one of Cosby's comedy performances. Now, soon thereafter, Cosby invited Constance to return to his house for dinner. She arrived at the residence, again ate alone, in the same room where she had eaten during the first visit. When she finished eating, approached, sat to her next to the couch. At first, the two discussed her desire to work as a sports broadcaster, but Cosby soon attempted physical contact. He reached over to her, attempted to unbutton her pants. When she leaned forward to prevent him from doing so, he immediately ceased his efforts. Constant believed that her action had communicated to Cosby clearly that she did not want to engage in any physical relationship with him. Now, she expected that no further incidents like this would occur. All right, so for me, okay, so this is all right. So let's back up here, right? Because this is where I have a problem. This is where I have the problem. All right. And the problem I have with this is, okay, the first time someone comes on to you and you don't like that, right? You don't like someone coming on to you from a physical standpoint. And this is where I have this. Why would you continue to go to the man's house? This is behavior that's inconsistent of a sexual assault victim. Why did she not? Why did she not report him at that time when the incident happened? Why did she continue to see this man after this incident? She made that decision to continue to see this man after this man violated her right there. At that point, she should have said something to somebody. What's up, Deshaun Thompson? We're not getting off Bill Cosby. We're not talking about Deontay Wilder right now. But don't worry, we're going to talk about Deontay Wilder as the days approach. And so she made that decision not to go after Bill Cosby that right then and there. And when you make that decision to not go after Bill Cosby right then and there, then, you know, I ain't got no, you lost sympathy for me right there. But this ain't about me and my personal feelings. This is about what the case is all about. But you can see why the DA who initially took who took on this case had a problem with it, right? But let's keep going. Towards the end of 2003, Cosby invited Constance to meet at the Foxwood Casino in Connecticut. She accepted the invitation and once at the casino dined with Cosby and an employee, Tom Cantone. After dinner, Cantone walked Constance in the hotel room. Cosby called Constance and asked her to meet with him for dessert at his room. Now, she agreed. When she arrived, she sat at the edge of the Cosby bed as the two discussed customary topics. He reclined on the bed next to Constance, and eventually he drifted off to sleep. After remaining in the room for a few minutes, she left and returned to her own room. She interpreted Cosby's action as another sexual overture. Notwithstanding these unwelcome advances, Constance still regarded Cosby as a mentor, remained grateful for her career and assistance, and did not feel physically threatened or intimidated. Eventually, she decided to leave her job at Temple, return to Canada to work as a masseuse. In 2004, Constance went to Cosby's residence to discuss a decision. On previous occasions, she's entered through the kitchen door. On this occasion, she knew that Cosby had already placed a glass of water and a glass of wine on the kitchen table. While she sat at the table with Cosby discussed her future, Constance initially chose not to sample the wine because she had not yet eaten and did not want to consume alcohol on an empty stomach. At Cosby's insistence, however, she began to drink. Now, at one point, she rose to the restroom. When she returned, Cosby was sitting next to the kitchen table with 3 blue pills in his hand. He reached out, offered the pills to Constance, telling her these pills were her friends, and that it would help take the edge off. Now, she took the pills from Cosby and swallowed him. Now, to step back down, we resumed the discussion of the planned departure from Temple. Now, she soon began experiencing double vision. Her mouth became dry. She slurred her speech. She could not immediately identify the source of the difficulties, but she knew something was wrong. Now, Cosby tried to reassure her. He told her she had to relax. When Constance attempted to stand up, she needed assistance to steady herself. He got her to the sofa in another room so she could lie down. She felt weak and was unable to talk. She started slipping in and out of consciousness. Moments later, Constance came to suddenly finding Cosby sitting behind her on the sofa. She remained unable to move or speak. With Constance physically incapable of stopping Cosby, telling him to stop, he began fondling her breast, penetrating her vagina with his fingers. He then took Constance's hand Used it to masturbate himself. It's okay. When Constant eventually awakened the Cosby's couch in the early morning hours, she discovered that her pants were unzipped, her bra was raised out of place. Okay, so my thing is, you can recall that after being incapacitated? How could you Okay, let's back up here. Let's back up here. If you're if Okay, so if you're incapable, if you're incapacitated, how do you okay? She's slipping on a consciousness. So you unconscious, but you was able to know. It's one thing when you slip out of consciousness and you wake back up and then you find that stuff was out of place. Okay. So this incident happened, right? She was unable to move or speak. She was incapable of stopping Cosby and telling him to stop. You're okay. There's something wrong about this story, but we're going to continue on, right? Now, after this alleged incident, she continued to talk over a. She was still talking to him over the phone, and she was still going to dinner with him for a year. This is why I have the problem. This is why I got the problem with this woman. You waited a year. So after this alleged incident, right? Because this is not the first time. You had the decision to go to the police on this matter, and you didn't. You continued to go out with him. You continued to carry on this relationship with him, and you wonder why you couldn't get no DA in their right mind was to pursue this shit. What's up, James? What's up, James? No DA in their right mind would pursue this shit. Look, ain't no person I know that's going to continue to go out with a person after they allege they've been violated. Ain't no person with a credible sense of thought, right? What's that is going to continue to go out with somebody after they assaulted them and shit. And you wonder why I got a problem with it. If this thing so-called happened, why did she say something about it then? Man, I'm scared that, man, fuck all that, because there's rules, there's motherfucking provisions in place to where if anybody, and I do mean anybody, there's laws in place to where it will protect the individual from the assailant. And nowadays, look, if you so much as look at somebody inappropriately, you can be reported. If you even so much as touch somebody inappropriate, you can be reported. Now this is early 2000s. Early 2000s where they were framing this stuff in place to where, like, if anybody had a problem, they can come out and speak out. This woman decided to go out here after a year, after that alleged incident, a year. You continue to go out with this dude after a year. You were going to his concerts, y'all were going out to dinners, you were going back to his house. That's why the DA initially, the first DA, Bruce Castor, that's why Bruce Castor did not pursue this case from a criminal aspect. Now, for the civil aspect, that's a whole different ball of wax. But all the information's been made public. You had the freaking, you had it to where Bill Cosby had to pay damn near $4 million judgment. Okay, you would think the job would be done. You would think everything would be copacetic. Okay, you got she got her damn near $4 million. He goes her way. Bill Cosby go his way. Okay, everything's done, right? Until you had Kevin Steele. Now, Kevin Steele was a district attorney who reignited this case, right? I said around 2000 and I want to say 2015 or something like that. I'm not even gonna talk about the all these other women that came out and spoke out against Bill Cosby because they're irrelevant. Especially when you had Gloria Allred. We all know who Gloria Allred is. If you don't know who I won't say everybody know who Gloria Allred is, but Gloria Allred, for all intents and purposes, is the fucking white version of Benjamin Crump. All right, she ain't nothing but a goddamn ambulance chaser. Okay, so we're not even gonna bring these known liars into the fold. All right. But so Cosby, so this DA took the case from 2005, the civil case, and brought it to the criminal trial, right? Which is a violation of Cosby's rights. Now, Kevin Steele practiced prosecutorial misconduct. That motherfucker need to be disbarred. That motherfucker need to be in goddamn prison right now. Because if the lawyer who did the Duke rape case got disbarred, and that person ended up going to jail, right? Kevin Steele need to be under the jail because Kevin Steele practiced prosecutorial misconduct. You cannot take a case from a civil. You cannot take the civil case and then try to bring it up in a criminal case. All that stuff should have been inadmissible in court. But see, we all know what this is about. This was about trying to railroad Bill Cosby, right? You're trying to railroad this guy through the system. Now, Bill Cosby ended up doing 3 to 10 years. He was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in that criminal case. Now, of course, when you get sentenced and you have the trial and all that, you have the right to an appeal, in which they did. This appeal eventually went all the way up to the Supreme Court, right? And the Supreme Court found that what I just talked about in which Bill Cosby was eventually released from prison. Now, could you make a case for Bill Cosby being the cheater and all that? Yeah, right. Because there's one thing he's definitely guilty of is having an affair or attempted to having an affair, right? If you want to stone cold, okay, Bill Cosby a cheater, okay, go right ahead, carte blanche, have at it, right? But to me, and this is why I tell women all the time, right? Look, you cannot put yourself in a situation where you can find yourself in a situation. Don't put yourself in a situation. Always be aware of your surroundings, right? If something don't feel comfortable, don't pursue it further, right? And motherfuckers had nerve to go at Bill Cosby, right? Like he's this fucking monster at 83 years old, fully blind, can't do anything for himself, and you got nerve to make this dude out to be a menace to society. But you ain't got no smoke for Allison Mack. You ain't got no smoke for Cardi B. Cardi B literally admitted to drugging and robbing men. And what was the excuse a lot of these people out here was defending goddamn on Cardi B about? Oh well, Cardi B, man, she was trying to hustle. She was trying to make a living. Who makes a living drugging and robbing men and then literally admitted to it on goddamn Instagram and nothing gets done about it? Nothing. But you jackasses ain't got smoke for that, right? Y'all all over Bill Cosby neck for getting out of prison, but you're not all over Cardi B for her going to prison. And then all you people out here running your mouth talking about what women need to be heard. Well, where was that at when Tara Reid made her allegations about Joe Biden? Where was that at when Ben Roethlisberger was out here raping women? Huh? Where was this at? Where is this at now when you had the Major League Baseball player Trevor Bauer being involved in sexual assault? Where's this at when goddamn Mickey Callaway for the New York Mets, he was the manager for the New York Mets, now he's a pitching coach for the Anaheim, LA, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Where's this at with Mickey Callaway when he's out there showing dick pics, sending pics of his dick to chicks and shit? Where's this at when it comes to Jared Porter, right? Jared Porter's running around here sending women dick pics and shit. Now, Roberto Alomar, right? Now, all those dudes eventually got banished from baseball, right? They got placed on baseball's ineligible list. They're not eligible for 2 years to take a job or to be anywhere around the baseball circle, whether it be in an advisor role, a managerial role, no role around Major League Baseball circles. But I don't hear no outrage about that, right? But we all know what this is about. But for somebody black, then we want to make them out to be the face of it, whether it be Bill Cosby, whether it be Russell Simmons, whether it be R. Kelly, right? People are bringing up Derrick Rose's assault claims or allegations, right? Remember when Chauncey Billups was hired by the Portland Trail Blazers, and they had to dig back in the archives, bring us some shit from 1997. His alleged rape case. Kobe Bryant, who's not even here to defend himself, they brought up his 2004 rape case, but you ain't got no energy for these white people that go out here and do this shit. And this is why I have the problem, because there's too many inconsistencies. There's too many cherry picking going on. Bill Cosby should have never gotten charged. Bill Cosby should have never went to prison in this case. Obviously, if the first DA didn't see a problem with it, well, I won't say a problem. Obviously, if the first DA didn't see enough to go after him, right? What makes Kevin Steele think that he can go after Bill Cosby? Well, I can tell you what it's all about. Kevin Steele was trying to run for office and he made it his point to go after Bill Cosby. That right there is a violation. That right there is prejudice towards Bill Cosby. So we have Bill Cosby's Fifth Amendment rights getting violated, plus the fact that you already had prejudice towards Bill Cosby, plus you had I want to say it was a fair trial because this thing should have never gone to court in the first place. But it makes me mad that people out here don't keep the same energy across the board. We want to sit here and pick and choose and make people out to be this so-called predator and all this type of shit. Bullshit. They want to attack Felicia Rashad for defending Bill Cosby. Felicia Rashad ain't done nothing to nobody. Doing something here to defend, goddamn. Well, where's the smoke for Allison Mack, y'all? Right? Where's the same energy for Allison Mack? Allison Mack was out here running a damn sex cult, for crying out loud. This woman running a sex cult, goddamn cattle. What's up, James?
Salute, my brother. Was out with a long time no see, man.
Yeah, right? What's going on, man? Good to see you, bro.
Oh, you know one thing, bro. I try to catch everybody as I go around, but because I be on the work schedule, y'all get me through these long work hours, keeping that real shit. Hey, man, you know how I go. For the love of money, man. They buck dancing for that money. You got to kiss ass to keep it going. If you got to do all that to keep a dollar going, man, boss up. Be your own boss sometime. You know, you done made all this money fucking with these people. 5, 10, 15, 20 years ass kissing. You act like you can't break a loose for a couple of years, 5, 10 years to try to start your own business. You know what I mean? It just don't make no sense for you to keep going through the same shit over and over. I've been said Bill Cosby gonna get a bad shake. You know what I mean? But him not being from that street or that culture, money could buy so much stuff, bro. But if you don't have the knowledge how to beat things and fight that system back, they only gonna drain you out your money. All right, G. They trying to drain all the man money down. You know what I mean? So, man, I don't understand, bro. Why you trying to take a man money that he worked hard for? Y'all showed him as being a good father in the TV show, but now y'all trying to live him as a fucking sexist, a rapist, a scandal. But as long as y'all was making money off him, y'all was perpetrating him as a good father. He love his kids. He's a doctor. He's the upcoming citizen. Man, look at the pictures that they be trying to perpetrate the pains. Only when it benefit their pocket. But when it's time to benefit our pocket, this man won't buy a network for his black people to have something so he can promote it, their people for not trying to buck dance. Now all of a sudden all these allegations coming out. Where this shit was when he was doing Cleo? Where this shit when the Huxtables was going on? Dog, they always try to find a way to knock us down when we find a way to come up. And we let them do it to us. I ain't saying Bill Cosby. You know, that's why you gotta watch the team, man. Watch who you surround yourself. I know you need good attorneys and good accountants and shit like that to manage certain things that you're going because you can't do everything because you making movies, you doing TV sitcoms, you doing interviews, shit like that. But come on, man, try to surround the right people around you so they can be on this type of shit. This shit wasn't supposed to happen to that man with the right legal team around him.
Exactly. Right? Now, and, I'm all about controversy. I don't give a fuck. Because there's some people when it comes to these allegations, right? When this whole thing, when it comes to these allegations, it needs to be proven in a court of law, not in a court of public opinion. We make too many times we have this mob justice out here where the court of public opinion makes someone's guilty out before they're proven innocent.
Yeah, but see, it's still all about a money grab. As long as they can keep him in court, they draining his pockets by paying these lawyer fees, court costs. That shit costs money. That shit ain't free.
Well,
So,
no.
and a high profile of Bill Cosby, the money that he is worth, they gonna try to drain him, dog. They gonna try to break him. And I'm glad he was able to come home and beat that shit to the point where you could get back to living life. You see what they trying to do his wife on a sitcom. That lady ain't never did nobody nothing, bro. That lady
No,
ain't much in the media like that. She barely be on Twitter and all that. And all of a sudden she speak her mind and y'all want to try to drag her through the mud like she don't have no mind, but she ain't supposed to speak it. They trying to nip that real shit in the bud, bro. I watch how they do your channel. Every time ticket on there, three, four, 500 people, 1,000 people. But when you come on spitting that real shit, trying to enlighten the people, keep a nigga woke on their toes, you only got 7, 9 people in your chat. I already know how this shit go, man. That shit disgrace, bro. We gotta open our eyes and see that type of shit. They doing it to you, they doing it to us, not just Bill Cosby. They doing it to any black nigga that's trying to speak that real and wake our people up.
yeah, I know they involved. I know YouTube be getting in channel suppression and all that. That's why I be pestering their ass. I'm like, look, what the fuck you gonna do?
Yeah, why you give us a platform if you're gonna try to monetize us for how we talk and what we say? But like I said, long as it's beneficial to them by us slandering our people, dragging up our names, like Derrick Rose go for 50, you bringing up a man rape case. I'm like, don't make no sense.
Right. Well, they ain't got no energy for these white players that's going out here doing the same shit, or women, or other women going out doing the same shit, right?
I'm,
You got,
I'm glad you brought that up.
you heard about the teacher in Alabama, right? Now there was this teacher in Alabama. She's 48. She's out there having sex with 17 and 16-year-old boys in high school and all that,
That's a
right?
fucking shame.
And then she had nerve to say, "Well, it's my constitutional right to have sex with these boys." Where's all the smoke for that? Right? Where's Me Too and Times Up talking about that shit?
See, that's the whole thing, though. I heard you say something about Ben Roethlisberger. Come on, man, that was a black. You know how we would have got treated. You see what they doing, R. Kelly? Come on, man. Like at the end of the day, when they get tired of you, when they done used you and they done made enough money off you, they done got you to sell your masters to get out of trouble because all the dirt they got on you for buck dancing and bootlicking from the jump. Because if I got talent, I know my work. I ain't gotta sell out for all that money. Just give me what I work. Pay me for my time. I'm not about to come out here and do all this extra shit for you to keep me on TV. Once I get on TV that first time, my first impression is the best. So if I gravitate to the crowd or not, the people gonna follow me because they real. They understand where I'm coming from. They like what I'm doing. I ain't got to boot. I ain't got to buck dance. I ain't got to sell out. I ain't got to feed nobody cookies for you to listen to me. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, when it come down to it, come bring me back to the money. You could sign $1 million contract. They own you. It ain't all your money. Then you still gotta pay taxes on it. Cause they gave it to you up front. You gotta work for that, man. Ain't nothing free, man. You done signed that signing bonus and ain't work for the back end. You put that work in, you're gonna reap the benefits in the long run. Then all that money gonna be for you. But the simple fact of the matter that you can't wait and you won't cheat the system, you're gonna sign your soul over to that devil. Give me that $3, $5 million bonus. Now you trapped in a contract you can't get out. It only worked with us because we hungry behind that dollar. That's why I like fucking with people like y'all, bro. Since I met y'all, man, y'all been inspiring to me to keep pushing, doing it the right way. Cause I thought it was just everybody was selling out just to get a dollar, just to feed their family. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, man.
But everybody all outraged about Bill Cosby, right? That kind of shit pissed me off, right? Had many occasions to really go after Bill Cosby, right? This is my thing, James. What I'm gonna ask you, right? You a stand-up guy and all that. You know what I'm saying? What women the first time that a man touches them inappropriately, they could continue to go to his house and continue to go out on dates with him and shit.
That's facts. I don't know nobody. Nigga, you'd be under the jail. Her people be in front of your door. If she had some real family members, they wouldn't even take the police to handle that. That's what I'm saying. Like, when they use us to build these certain platforms on their shows that they got out here, these TV networks, you only could say so much. You can only go so far. So that's what I'm saying. They let you know right then and there. Hey, I'm gonna give you the spotlight, but you're going to do so much. The minute you violate, they got all kind of fucking videotapes and hidden recordings on your fucking ass behind closed doors at these secret meetings, at these round tables that they can expose you with. That's why it's hard to fire some people. That's why some people got to deal with certain people bullshit because they done already did so much to stay in this game and to get in this game instead of just working on your game, doing it the right way. It's still gonna pay off. That's why I always say, how much money do we need? Y'all trying to take Bill Cosby money. That man wasn't even much worrying about that shit after a while. He just wanted to buy a network, but you go give Diddy Revolt with his little pussy ass. Diddy got a TV network, Revolt. Why Bill Cosby can't get one? What's the difference between Bill Cosby and Diddy? One a sellout, one a ass kisser, one a dick in the boot ass nigga, and the other one, like I said, y'all perpetrated him of being a fault or something. Y'all know y'all ain't wanting the houses anyway. Why y'all took James Evans off and left Bill Cosby there? Y'all killed James Evans on good time, but you left Bill Cosby. Look what you're doing, Bill Cosby now. But he supposed to be a senior citizen to the modern family. So that's what y'all telling us. We could have a father in our house, but this the type of shit that go on. Come on, man. It's just not fair. It's not right, LV.
No, it's not. It's not right. It's like, that kind of shit pissed me off because everybody want this victimhood that's here in the United States, man.
Mm-hmm.
So this victimhood. Oh my God. So everybody directing the energy towards Bill Cosby. What about this woman? Why ain't nobody going at this woman for making a dumb decision?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Like we always say, they don't keep the same energy. But I won't see how this whole situation gonna be played out because I'm gonna tell you why. If this don't wake people up, how they did Bill Cosby took 3 years of this man's life or how many years it was for bullshit. Him fighting the charge that he know he not acquitted for because y'all don't have no evidence. It once was a time where you was innocent until proven guilty. Now it's guilty until proven innocent. You see how they reversed psychologists because we was getting off. People had money. They ain't know we had money. You had people putting up houses trying to save their kids from that wicked ass system. They took all that off the table. It's only eligible for certain people to do that, like this.
Not only that, Dan, even after you're proven innocent, you still have motherfuckers think you're guilty. Even after you've
Yeah,
been proven innocent, motherfuckers in the media still wick your name through the coals. Look at that motherfucking dumbass buck dancing Lamar Hill, right?
yeah,
As soon as Bill Cosby got released from prison, here this off-brand motherfucker come on TV or come on Twitter, just because he's released, he's still not innocent. What the
man,
fuck
that's
you
fucking
mean? If he's not
crazy.
innocent, then why he's released from prison, you big dummy?
See, that's just niggas who doing their job. They got hits. They got hitters. They got henchmen. They'll send them out there. They got fall guys. That's why they got people to protect their money. You know what I mean? But we don't have nobody to protect our. Who was gonna protect Bill Cosby? Knowing this man was real anyway. Like for us. Now I ain't saying he ain't do it. I ain't saying he did it because I don't know. I wasn't around. I wasn't a fly on the wall. But if we going off based off how they saying it, the man innocent. Y'all ain't had no evidence. Y'all paying these people to come out and say this shit against that man. Why all of a sudden this man trying to buy a network and all these allegations come out? Shit never came out before that. So
And
now
this is
I'm
AJ, and this is the second time trying to buy the network. The first time he tried to buy the network, his son ends up dead.
huh. Talk to me. See, I ain't gonna bring up all that because know what, nigga, it's conspiracy. Y'all always on some conspiracy. Why niggas always dying then when the nigga trying to do something for the blacks? Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. You want me to keep going? Shit been like that. Well, it's conspiracy theory, huh? Y'all niggas stupid, man. Them niggas is dumbfounded like a motherfucker. Everything is conspiracy theory when they kill us. But when they come to killing them, oh, he deserved it. He shouldn't have did it. Huh? Now y'all helping them lock us up.
Yeah, the
Y'all on a
mainstream
whole
media,
manhunt for us.
they keep on pushing this lie about, oh well, Bill Cosby admitted to drugging and raping women. He never admitted to drugging and raping women. He never admitted to that shit.
Hold up, LB. You ain't gotta be street to know that though, LB. Name a nigga gonna rat on himself when they got out of jail. If you rat on yourself, nigga, you ain't coming home.
Man,
So
matter of
you gonna rat on yourself and they gonna let you out. Nigga, get the fuck out of here,
this
man.
is stupid, yo. Motherfuckers are stupid because what the mainstream media tends to do is they they tend to frame things in a way to get you the reaction that they want. It's about mind control.
Yeah, basically. They want you to believe everything they put on TV so you can come out and repeat what they say instead of you using your own brain, instead of you doing your own homework, especially if you from that life or you born from that type of neighborhood. You seen people go through those cases in your neighborhood. They come home explain their case, what the situation is, and telling you not to do that because it's hard to get out because you see what they going through. So ask this question again, like you just said. Why would a nigga say he did it and you let him out? That don't make sense to me when you already said this man convinced the people that he used to do this. So why would you let him out? You ain't let R. Kelly out, and this man been denying that shit since it happened. He's still in jail, but you gonna let a nigga admit to a crime that he finally did that y'all had him down for 3 years and finally let him out? That shit don't make no sense. It's all about money grab.
Yep.
I'm trying to get some of that money back out this nigga. You ain't buying shit, nigga. But you let Oprah get her own show. You already know what that's heading for.
Man, she
All
a
the
goddamn Aunt Jemima. That's what she is.
yeah,
She not but a goddamn sellout.
facts. See what I'm saying? You got to be one of them to go through with that shit. You got to be one of them, dog. They know it's a different agenda out here, and we not a part of it. But we still walk these motherfucking streets blind as a motherfucker and be in denial. And that's what I hate about my own people, brother. Shit could be in our face. They blast it on TV to make a mockery of it, and we still don't read the play.
Now I don't get that shit, man. You know, Bill Cosby don't deserve this kind of vitriol. And one woman that Felicia Rashad sure as hell did not deserve the vitriol she was getting. So you're gonna go after Felicia Rashad for defending Bill Cosby, her lifelong friend. Now she's been now there's anybody who's qualified to speak for Bill Cosby. It's
It is
Felicia
her.
Rashad. You got to think they did
Facts.
2 shows together. They did the Cosby Show when it was on NBC. They did Cosby when it was on CBS. They've hung out together. She spent time with this man on the set, off the set, and all that. So how is the people who weren't even fucking born don't even know Bill Cosby for Adam, but they're gonna grab Felicia Rashad and Howard. We call it Coward University now. Coward University out there in DC, right?
Ain't that's where Diddy went to though?
I think so.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's the whole agenda. That's their fan base. Like I don't understand. Like this lady don't talk. She barely say something. Not when she do say something and speak out on the right that she's supposed to defend, because she feel like the man not getting a fair treatment. Everybody dragging her name through the mud, like you say. That's the agenda that they have. Tear us down, divide and conquer. Oh, you better not help that nigga. We help you. If it wasn't for woo woo woo, you wouldn't be on that. Yeah, everybody think you owe them a favor. Man, I work for this. I'm a good actor. That's not the only role that I had. She played in all kind of movies. You dig what I'm saying? Man, that girl, this lady is a good actor, dog. So why she can't just live her life and do what she love to do?
Now
She ain't gotta come.
but James, she's the dean of Howard University of Fine Arts. She's the
So they,
dean out there. How they just recently hired her a few months ago. Now,
so they
when
trying to
Bill
fire
Cosby got
already. Then
yeah, when Bill Cosby got released, and she tweeted about a miscarriage of justice has been undone, and she was right about that. You had motherfuckers calling for her firing and all that. You
the
had
true
motherfuckers
hurt.
condemning her. You had the university themselves condemning her. Talk about, oh well, we stand with the victims. Okay, if you stand with the victims, Bill Cosby and Felicia Rashad have donated hundreds of millions of dollars to the university. If you so-called outraged by that, they give them their money back.
Facts. They ain't gonna do that because it's all about money. It's all about money. For the love of money, they'll steal from their brother. Man, you better listen, man. Old school music told you the truth. Why you think they'll make that shit no more? It's all kill up, shoot 'em up, bang bang. I'll wet your shirt up. Nigga don't want to hear about no love songs and no eye opening song that's gonna let you know what's going on. What is the real problem? Money. People act like they can't live without money. Let me tell you something, bro. I know you need bills paid and this and that. Go get your trade. Go make the money that you need to make and stop cheating yourself. Therefore, you ain't got to buck dance for that money. Therefore, you ain't got to hurt none of your people for that money to stay in the game. That's just common sense. That man did it the right way. I just hate the fact that all these women coming out now since he tried to buy that network. Nigga, a blind nigga could see this shit. But let them pussy ass niggas say it. Them niggas don't want to hear the truth because the truth hurt. Oh, he did it. He did it. They ain't got
Well,
no evidence on the man.
get this, James. So the woman that if she's so called distraught by Bill Cosby and all that, why don't you got a book out?
I'm wondering why he didn't do Felicia Rashad then. He drugged every other female but her. What makes her different? What made her off
But
limits?
I will tell you what that's all about, right? See, because if you remember, James, not that long ago, right? Deshaun Watson for the Houston Texans, right?
Oh yeah,
Now
glad
we
you brought
didn't
that
hear
up.
anything because we see a similar pattern here, right? Now we didn't
Yeah.
hear anything about Deshaun Watson being this so-called raging sex predator, right? Until he wanted out of the Houston Texans because he did not like the direction the team was going. So he wanted to trade out of Houston, right?
Uh huh.
Now, as soon as he wanted that trade out of Houston, all these women all of a sudden came out talking about, oh man, well, such and such, Deshaun Watson assaulted me, and he made me feel uncomfortable, and all this other type of shit, right? And then as the days and weeks go by, we see that number get higher and higher and higher. Motherfuckers literally tried to stack the deck against Deshaun Watson, right?
Yeah.
Now, like close to 30 women came out talking this shit, right? Now, what do we learn since then? What do we learn after this incident in the days and weeks? Right, we learned that the the lawyer tried to extort goddamn on Deshaun Watson. Right,
Yeah.
hey, you give me this money, and we can make this all go away. Right.
Oh, money, money,
Then
money.
then we find out that the lawyer who represent these women in the Deshaun Watson case was also best friends with the damn owner of the Houston Texans. That's a conflict of interest right there.
You know why? Stop right there. Let me tell you something, bro. That's how they always trap our black people. And the reason why I stress my grandfather so much, that's why I'm glad I had a man in my life, because that's the shit he used to tell me as a young kid. Don't go around touching on people. If the girl don't want you, don't force yourself on nobody. You see, I got an uncle right now did over 20 years in Texas because a lady daughter said what my uncle did, and that girl went to court, signed the affidavit, said my uncle never touched her, and they went with the mama said because the lady was white. Now, I'm
Well,
not
we all
trying to
know
turn
that.
it
We
into no
all,
fucking
man.
racist or nothing, but you can see the picture that I'm trying to get at. So what I'm saying is, Deshaun Watson is an upcoming athlete. Bad enough I can't take money in college. So I'm gonna get the endorsements regardless. People gonna give me money under the table. I can't say. How you think they get all the jurors and shit? I ain't got no money, so what I'm doing with $100,000 chain on my neck in college when I can't take no money? So you
And
ain't
there's
gonna say
more.
nothing about that. You
There's
got your
more.
national championships. Now you go to the pros. The pros gonna give you all that shit to destroy yourself. That's why they need that dirt on you for shit like this. Or you gonna leave? I don't want to give you opportunity. I ain't had to draft you. Oh, bring out
Well,
them photos
I
from
ain't
that
done
party
yet,
the other
James.
night.
Hey, James,
Oh,
I
go
ain't
ahead.
done yet. I ain't
Go
done
ahead.
yet. So we learned about the conflict of interest, right? We
Yeah.
also learned that a lot of the women that the so-called women weren't even qualified to practice massage therapy. So we got women that's not even qualified to practice massage therapy. We got goddamn a conflict of interest. We got goddamn on extortion plot by the goddamn lawyer, right? but ESPN running their fucking mouth, Molly Cam running her fucking mouth, right? Then, if all this was true, all these rape allegations were true against Deshaun Watson, why hadn't the NFL put him on the commissioner's exempt list? Why had the NFL suspended him? Why hadn't the NFL fucking took his money away? Because we all know what this is about. This was a devalue and defend Deshaun Watson so that way no other team could touch him.
Mm-hmm. And that sound about right. That sound about right.
On this, man. We talk about Bill Cosby and all that, and we referencing Deshaun Watson because this is a pattern here when it comes to black folks. When you got black folks being accused of rape, then we got all these people coming out the woodwork stacking the deck.
Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, Jay?
Salute, old man.
Hey, I've been knowing about this stuff, man. That's why I quit. I'm not into sports the way other people are. Cause I've been knowing the corruption and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everybody know, man. You look at how they damn treat them white boys that get fucked up and have a fucked up situation. They don't even speak on that shit. When black dude, man, that shit is on that motherfucker every day. Everybody know that shit, man. We know what the game is.
I'm glad you said that, Omega, because you know why? I remember that kicker for the Giants. You got evidence he touched his wife.
He beat the hell out of his wife.
They ain't do shit to that nigga. Y'all ain't got no allegations or nothing, but y'all paying motherfucker to say this about Deshaun, but y'all ready to kick him out the league, ready to strip him of his endorsements. It's crazy.
Think about it. Right now, we can name every case or every athlete for the last 20 years that went through some shit, but that's black. You can't even now call the damn man that beat that damn black girl up. What's his name? That recently happened.
What, it was an athlete?
They're a football player. I think he played for Seattle.
Chad Wheeler.
Yeah, see, I couldn't remember his name because they don't talk about them.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, see, we have to think about that shit when it comes to a white boy, black dude, it come out there like that.
Shit, even
they programming us down on TV. That's why I don't watch TV.
Shit, even brother.
So what?
And they try to do the same thing to Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby gets out of jail.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's not innocent. He's still this raging sex predator and all. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, everybody forgot about Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
They forgot about Ben Roethlisberger too. He got 2 charges in 2009 and 2010 for sexual assault.
Yeah. They forgot about Peyton Manning.
They forgot about Peyton Manning in college and everything. Yeah. And they try to bring that shit up again, but they dropped that shit immediately as soon as it got picked up.
Yeah.
But y'all got all this energy for Bill Cosby. Get the fuck out of here.
They got all the Bill. What's his name? Bishop.
Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey
Oh
Billups.
yeah, they trying to bring that shit back on him for nothing.
And he never got charged with any goddamn thing.
Nah.
Come on, man. We know the play, man. Like James been telling y'all. The same reason he been telling y'all, the same shit he been telling y'all, the same reason I never bet on damn game. Cause the shit is a fucking setup.
It's all about money now, dog. It ain't no comeback sports made the best team win. It's all about storylines and money. And these niggas don't understand that shit.
Bro, I quit watching NFL before the Kaepernick shit. I quit watching that shit. That shit is like the WWE. I can predict who gonna go to the Super Bowl, who gonna win it, and anybody that sit here that know me from where I'm at, they'll tell you. I will tell you who got there winning Super Bowl before the playoffs over with.
Hold on.
And they say, "Damn, how you keep predicting that shit?" I said because I seen the storyline. It's a narrative. It's just
I
like the
don't want to make this about
WWE.
the
Yeah, that
NFL.
edge of like the WWE. You know
Hey,
who's gonna
hold up,
win.
everybody. Hold up,
You know who's
everybody. I
gonna
don't
be
want to
there.
make this. Hold up, everybody. I don't want to make this about the NFL. I reference all
No,
that.
I ain't trying to make it about it. I'm just saying sports in general. I just use the NFL because that's the reason why I quit watching it. I've been quit watching that shit. I
Yeah.
just the only reason I'm watching basketball now because of ticket, Rick. I'll be
Hey,
honest with
Houston about to be dead anyway, but like LB said, I don't want to get too far off topic because all that shit is reminiscent of the same
you. Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
But at the end
yeah.
of the day, bro, I'm looking at my black people. We suffering for that shit now because we letting them do it to us again. Because we letting that money blind us. Like I said, when you go to these mansion parties, Bill Cosby, movie stars, athletes, Deshaun
Man,
Watson, they putting that shit in front of you to destroy yourself, man, and you falling for it. If I
yeah,
go
man.
to a dance, my grandpa gonna tell me right now, hey, keep your nose clean now. You know right from wrong. I better not get no phone call. You think I'm trying to hurt them because I gotta live there? If I get put out right there, I ain't got nowhere else to go. So when I go and I know I'm a movie star as Bill Cosby, I come here to do a job, man. I ain't come here to be on Front Street. I don't mind doing the interview for the fans here and there, but just let me do my job and live my life. The camera shouldn't always be in my face 24 hours so y'all can have some dirt on me.
Dog,
You know, you got the
look at
paparazzis following you, you almost know, catching you off guard. I'm
hey,
like, man, come on, man, you be doing too much shit for us.
y'all remember what Dave Chappelle said when he had the hottest show on TV and he just left that contract with Comedy Central and
Oh
they
yeah.
they shit all over him. Chappelle said, "Man, they were trying to set me up, man. They were trying to make me do all this damn
Yeah.
fruit loop shit."
Dressing as like
Man,
wearing dresses and shit like that.
he said, "Man, I had to leave that shit." He said, "Man, they were finna give you $100 million." I said, "Man, fuck that damn money, man. I have dignity."
Yeah, see, it's another thing that come with that. That's why I don't know why. I want to know why he ain't never slipped nothing on Felicia Rashad. She been around him more than any other female. So you mean to tell me he gonna drug every female but her? What makes her different? What made her off limits? It wasn't
Man,
all white people that he did it. It had blacks in there too. It wasn't just all, it was a mixture of people. So
all,
why he
all,
skipped her? Why her name ain't
all,
come up in there?
dog, all the women will fail actors and fail. They fail in Hollywood. That's
I
a
can
money
believe that.
grab.
And
It's
not only
no,
that, but them
I'm
hoes was
dead
already on
serious.
them drugs too, though. All of them,
Yeah, I
they was already
have,
doing them damn self. They trying to blame it on him.
I can see you damn they information. All of them will fail actors. All of them was on drugs, and they picked their ass up out the damn streets and goddamn put them out there on Front Street. And like my man Joe Brown said, he would never got there convicted of damn raping them damn black.
Not at all.
So let me ask you a question, LB. He's still on paper then, right? The case over.
That case over. They
It's over
Okay,
with.
so the
so
case
It's
they
is over,
over.
dropped
but
it. The
they,
charges
they
been
cannot.
dropped.
So they cannot
Okay,
go after him again with for this case. There's no
that's
No.
more
good then.
avenue for this case to be pursued.
That's good. That's good. That's all I
It
was trying to see. Because normally they'll let you home and they'll
technically,
still put you on papers till the shit over with. I didn't know if it was all the way done. He came home on papers until they find out
Rick,
the ins and the
it's,
outs. But I'm glad it's over with. I'm glad.
see, I've been studying this shit. Technically, they weren't supposed to goddamn charge him in the first goddamn play. So it was civil. It was a civil suit,
But like you
and
said,
then they
if
tried
it's
to
a
make it a
silver
criminal
suit,
suit.
just go ahead on let the man pay the damage. Because I know he would have did that. Why take 3 years of this man's life knowing he up in the age anyway?
Because
They
it was
try to fuck over
prosecutorial
that man.
misconduct. It was already prejudicial. When that dude, Kevin Steele, went after Bill Cosby, using the case, using testimony from the civil case, which is illegal, because that's a violation of Cosby's Fifth Amendment rights, right? You cannot use testimony to try to force a confession.
So is he gonna get some of
Yeah,
that money back for the 3 years he did knowing he was innocent?
hey,
Oh,
he about
yeah,
to
they go.
sue him.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Jaden, because they're going after him now for
They have to,
they're
LB.
suing for that. They sue you for
And
that.
Hell yeah,
people
you
don't even
better.
realize. People don't
And
even
no lawyer
realize
need to be disbarred
that.
and put in prison for prosecutorial misconduct.
Now you know they're
And
gonna just take his
their
license
civil
and he
suit
gonna
was
be a
back.
Walmart worker or something. They ain't gonna punish him like that, but he gonna be off the grid. He can't do that no more.
Think
That's
about
another thing
it.
we gotta do. Push the issue on that shit about that lawyer.
But the civil suit was back in 2009, I think.
No, that civil suit was back in 2000. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was back in '09. It was back in '09 because no, it was actually '06 because
Oh, shit.
because the whole thing was the initial incident was brought up
And
in 2005, but they
they
didn't go
brought that shit back up.
right. Bruce Castor. Now, if you don't know who Bruce Castor is, Bruce Castor was the dude that defended Donald Trump during the second impeachment trial. Now he took on this case. He took on this case back in '05. Didn't see enough evidence to go after him from a criminal standpoint. Because I'm gonna ask you something, Omega Red and Akeem Benison. What women you know is gonna go out with a dude a year after could continue to go out with a dude for a year after alleged sexual assault?
Man,
No,
none.
they
Hell no,
discussed it.
none.
Ain't none.
She's going to his comedy shows. She's going back to his house. They're going out to dinners, talking on the phone. They're doing all this a year after this alleged incident. But you didn't see a problem with that. Man, look, the women I know, the first time you touch them inappropriately, you're not seeing them no more. Don't call them, don't touch them, don't do nothing. Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
I'm
already
glad you
knew this
brought
shit
that
was
up though.
bullshit, man. I knew
What
it was
happened?
some bullshit.
Hold up.
What's up?
Yeah,
Whatever happened to that dude that did Terry Crews that shit? That's the same situation. But you see how they try to sweep that under the rug like that man was tripping. That ain't happened to the man. You know what I mean? Now he ain't say no more about it. It must have scared his ass. Look how big you is, dog. You let a nigga disrespect you like that, touching on you like, man, come on, bro.
Ain't
That's
no
how they
man
play.
there,
Highly
dog.
weird. They highly weird, dog. Now you
Oh,
trying to this man try to tell y'all about what's going on. Y'all brush that shit off. But here y'all trying to accuse a man who ain't doing it and hold him down and Bill Cosby. Really make it make sense.
and then
I
the
don't
bigger problem. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
I don't
no,
give
I'm
a
good.
damn motherfucker 8
The
foot
bigger
tall,
problem I
goddamn
have,
500 pounds. I'm whooping somebody
the
ass. They
biggest,
grab my damn leg.
the big problem I have too is that everybody's on Bill Cosby dick, but no, everybody, but the talk of that hoe with the sex cult shit. She got 3 years. Nobody ain't talking about that shit.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a big issue for me. It's like how this bitch getting away with 3 years for helping this guy bringing motherfuckers in to fuck and rape, and you getting
Man,
3 years?
all them Bill Cosby accusers, all of them got criminal records.
Yeah, bro, they on drugs. They have history. I
All
forgot
of
that
them.
one hoe had an
Sound like a
interview.
prostitute to me.
She exactly.
Yep.
But my dad, he had I'm 29. My dad put me on game about this like years ago before this case happened. He was saying that a while back they were trying to do the same thing with Cosby because he wanted to buy NBC and make it an all black network type shit. So so they did it the first time, but they
Yep.
didn't have enough evidence, and he tried to buy it again, and that's why they tried to get at him this time because he had the bread for it.
Mr. Shelton, thank you
And
for your super chat donation, man. Appreciate you, man.
and he was doing a
Yeah,
football sport league.
yeah, he was trying to put our people on the right way too.
Yeah, remember that first time Bill Cosby tried to buy NBC? His son ended up
Yeah,
dead.
yeah.
Yeah, they kept this on. That's still an open case.
And why they listen, how we let that get away? How
A lot of
that
people don't know that.
they swept that shit under the rug so quick, like it probably was a natural cause, a natural death or whatever. And now nobody ain't antennas ain't up no more. Man, we gotta stop letting these people do that shit to us, bro. That's my only problem with my own
Exactly.
people, dog. And then you won't get on this internet talking about pulling up on me, dropping your
Bro,
location. Boy, I kill one of you niggas, boy.
bro, Our people too
bruh.
scared. I've been telling people, everybody too scared. They think if
These
you
niggas,
damn
bro.
say something or try something, they gonna get locked up. They, they too
They
damn
incriminate
scared. I've
themselves
been
though.
preaching this shit.
But it's the
They
same thing. Like it's like this too. Like example, like in the slavery days or whatever, right? A lot of our people don't even know that that we was fighting, taking over the slave stations. But we all
facts.
thing a lot of our people know is that we were just slaves. They don't tell the story. We know about Harriet Tubman and Sojourner Truth in them, but we don't know the other fighters that was what I'm saying, that took over the plantation. So it's that striking that fear type shit they trying to do with us.
I been
So
said that though, dog. That's a good point. If they can strike fear in you, they got you beat. Cause that's why they say if you're weak, you beat.
Huh?
You know what I mean? That's
you,
another reason why they
yeah,
took the men out the house. But this is what
I,
I want to say. Why would you blast Bill Cosby as a father type figure on TV when it's beneficial to you? But then when it's beneficial to us, y'all trying to make it look like he raping people, he spiking people drinks.
you said it because it's benefiting us. What was it? I overheard someone. I forgot, it was an interview or something like that. This white guy said the worst. He didn't say. He said the worst thing. He said one of the scariest thing in the world is a black person with hope, because once they have hope, they'll fight. Once they have hope, they'll have strength and all this other shit. They're like the strong black people with hope and faith is like one of the strongest people in the world. And it was a white
No,
guy that
that's it.
said that shit.
Yeah, it was every Hoover. Hoover said the most
That's
dangerous
what it
thing
was.
to America. Yeah, the most dangerous thing to America is a strong black man that can bring his people hope.
Yep. And that was Bill Cosby was. Cause they trying to, cause the system, they trying to have separated homes and everything, and it, what I'm saying, women they're trying to keep the fathers out their life type shit. And Cosby, he was the family guy. He was the one keeping the family in ties and shit like that, uplifting our our kids and everything and shit like that. That
He was
I think
so
he was doing too
Cosby was
good.
on
They didn't
TV.
like it.
Co-
What's
Cosby
the
is on
difference?
TV. No, y'all don't understand. Cosby is on TV showing that you won't have to be a rapper or an athlete
Oh yeah,
to make it.
yeah. He was a
Not
doctor
just
in his
that.
show.
Yeah, that's not just that, but why you take James Evans out but you leave Dr. Hustle if you're gonna drag his name through the mud at the end? At the end, you're supposed to win. You're supposed to reap all the benefits. You're supposed to be able to smell your flowers. They took this man flowers and tried to make him as a villain. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Facts.
That's not fucking right, dog. I can't live with this, dog. The way this world is right now, this stress a lot of people out that's weak. Good thing I'm strong. I see a lot of weak people walking through this world, giving
Yeah,
up.
a
Ain't
lot of
ain't
weak people.
don't have nothing to lean their head on. So when you see a person like Bill Cosby going through that shit, that'll demolish your community because seem like every time we get ahead as a black person to try to make it for our community, to make it better for our people, this shit hit us hard, man. It's a major setback. You know how much money this man probably had to spend on lawyer fees and all that shit just to show his innocence when you know you ain't had this man with nothing. So you won't hit him in the pocket so when he come home, he can't go attempt to buy that shit no more. But what if niggas come together like we supposed to, like they do to buy Walmart, Home Depots, Lowe's, all these fast food restaurants, franchises? We gotta start franchising some shit, man. That man try to pay the way, and we ain't had nobody to be there for his man's side, bro. All them niggas was all thinking about themselves. Shit, I'm straight already. Bill trying to get that shit. Shit, I already know what he's hitting for. He gonna go down by himself. But now all of a sudden everybody happy home. Oh, it was wrong. Yeah, he innocent. Man, come on, it's too many mixed feelings, bro.
it
When
is.
when you
I've been
when you
saying, yeah, my bad.
when, when you scared, bro, you don't know which way to go. You don't know if to believe in the right or the wrong. So you really won't help the right because you know they fucking know them, but you know how the consequences that come behind that shit. Man, don't be scared to die, bro. You act like we live forever, bro.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I have
We
no
don't live
fear.
forever.
I have no fear.
Walk this
That's why I
motherfucker
go
with no
hard
fear.
every day. I go hard
Facts.
every goddamn day.
Got
I'm
to.
happy for Bill. I'm so happy, bro. I just want to see, can he get his life back up and running? Can somebody help this man fulfill his dream like he wanted to? Because like I said, you gave Diddy revolt. Why he can't
They
get
can,
none? You just blackballed Nick Cannon. Yes, I'm just saying, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
come on,
true.
dog.
So they did their job. They to beat the man down.
Listen, they
That's
probably
the
beat him
whole
down,
point.
dog.
That's the
But
whole point of what they were
my
trying to do. They
my whole
beat the
thing is,
man down.
I'm
And now
happy
you
he's
got
still living.
half of our community still think this motherfucker is guilty for shit he ain't damn did.
But listen, that could have stressed that man out at the age that he is.
Yeah.
That's what
You know
I'm
what I
saying.
mean? That
They
nigga
did
could
their
have went out.
job. They did their job. They beat him down.
So they wanted to beat him down. They wanted him to feel that wrath. But at the end of the day, like I said, where's our other black entrepreneurs to help that man fight that shit? No, you know they trying to railroad this man. They not about to fuck up their bag.
They
Do you think
scared.
Diddy and them gonna get on the front line? Jay-Z, all them niggas gonna get on the front line? Look, bro, Johnny Cochran ain't living no more, but I got a lawyer. You understand? I could get you off this bitch. I know they trying to railroad you. Them niggas ain't about to fuck that money up, man.
That's
They
what I'm
No,
got
they
saying. They
not.
theirs.
scared. That's the meaning of a sellout.
And they wonder why we can't get ahead because of shit like this, bro. Y'all fucked over Bill. I learned my lesson going to jail. Me, I'm not never pleading guilty no more. But you gotta get me. I don't give a fuck. You better have 100 niggas in this bitch pleading guilty because I'ma fight that bitch to the end. I'm not pleading guilty no
That's
more.
how you supposed to do.
And they don't even want you to fight to the end because they don't want to spend that money. Because that
See, that's the
trial
whole
costs
thing.
money.
That's the whole thing
Take a
right
plea.
there. That's why you gotta
That they
fight
want
it
you
to
to
the
do.
no. Don't take no plea. See
That's what
that
I'm saying.
he
That's what they
said.
want you to do. Take a
Yeah,
plea.
he said the thing though. They don't want to invest the money because they want you to do it. But if you're a broke nigga and you costing them money, man, they gonna get your ass up out there. They gonna throw that shit away.
Exactly.
Niggas don't want to sit in that bitch and they get scared. But Bill played it like a giant though. Bill could have probably bonded out and fought that shit from the street, been on house arrest. Man, like man, I ain't giving y'all no more of my fucking money, man. I ain't did nothing. If you innocent, why give up the money? That's why I
Exactly.
feel. You paying all them lawyer fees trying to get out and fight that shit, you showing guilty. Man, I'm sitting in this bitch if I ain't did nothing, man. I don't give a fuck. This shit ain't gonna kill me. Give me them little 2, 6 months, 9 months. I come home. I'm still living. You heard me? I shake back.
And these motherfuckers were actually mad because damn Bill Clinton had respect in jail.
This nigga did 3 years for nothing, dog.
For
Nothing.
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 Let that sink in, dog.
I've been saying for years, I was like, bro, I said, Bill Cosby, nah, R. Kelly, you got something, because I'm from Georgia. So even since I was a kid, we were making jokes about R. Kelly or whatever having a sex code, which I don't even understand why the fuck we talking about that shit in elementary. But
Yeah.
I always said
Yeah.
Cosby never did that shit. That,
Let me ask you a question, dog. You don't think that if
yes,
I
sir.
don't know if he did it or not, but you don't think they was letting him get away with that shit? So, like I said,
All right,
when
to
you
my
go
R.
to when
Kelly,
you yeah, anybody,
or
celebrities.
okay,
So like when you go to these parties and you get initiated, listen to the Cat Williams of the world. Listen to these dudes that tell you these stories that been there and done that who
oh,
try to make it famous. Dog, it's certain things that you gotta do is either get down or lay down. Uh
That's how they test you. That's how they
but
test
I
you.
went to, so when I was living in Georgia, I went to a mansion. I went to a mansion party before, and I left early because I felt shit was weird. People was on drugs or whatever, and it was black people too. So I'm like, all right, these motherfuckers are too weird. Next thing you know, because I got invited to it, my partner was all like, "Man, why you ain't stay a little?" I said, "Cause shit got weird." I said, I felt the shift of that energy. My eye, my soul, and everything was telling me just go. Shit was weird. Like then, the next day. I saw flyers like orgies, mansion parties, and shit like that. This shit's out in Broad Street, broad daylight too. Like this shit was weird, bro. Atlanta's weird, weird. But they be doing that nasty shit, bro.
Yeah, Atlanta is
Motherfuckers
weird.
nasty.
That's why I don't even go to Atlanta no more.
I love Georgia. I love Georgia. I love home, but boy, that shit.
I'm in South
Atlanta
Carolina,
weird.
bro. I'm right there beside out there, Georgia. I quit doing that stuff.
Oh,
They just got
I'm
too
all the way
close
up in
to me.
I'm all the way up in Colorado. I'm all the way up here, far from home.
I ain't must know they hired that lady at what you call them at Howard though. And look, they're trying to take that position from her already because she spoke out and said try to help her for a person that she knew genuinely. You act like this lady ain't did no sitcom with this man,
I
ain't
don't
never
know. All of them spoke out. Little Rudy, she spoke out too. Remember?
Man, it's crazy, dog. I feel
All of them
sorry for
spoke out
Bill.
for Cosby. Like,
I
no,
know
it
how
ain't
it
like
feel to
that.
be railroaded though, me dog.
They
Yeah,
putting
yeah,
it
they
on
really
her.
try to railroad this man. What's up, Eric Johnson?
What's up, man? How everybody doing on the chat?
Bless. How about you, man?
What's up, bro? What's up?
What's up, y'all? What's up?
So, hey, Eric Johnson, I wanted to get your take on the whole Bill Cosby case. What you think about this shit, bro?
I think it's just another example of the system trying to railroad the righteous brothers who trying to do positive things for their people. I mean, when you have coon ass niggas out here like that Mark dude from that coon ass BNC News Network talking shit about the brother Bill, it just goes to show you that you have a lot of turncoat niggas in our own community that'll do anything to keep their white master and shit. He might have did some of that shit, but like all that shit he didn't do. And for them ugly ass bitches to be talking shit about the brother Bill, and this shit happened like almost a century or so ago. Like they'll bring up anything to try to just railroad this dude just because he wanted to buy his own news network. Yeah, they gave Diddy the revolt shit because they can control that nigga because he's a sellout turncoat ass nigga. But if you get a righteous dude like Bill Cosby, who been teaching the black community positive things over like the years and stuff, they don't want to see a dude like that like motivate the kids to tell them to like stay in school and stuff. They'll get a nigga like Diddy to be all in the videos dancing, singing, and buffooning. But if you have a brother like Bill Cosby and other brothers out here who actually want to help their community by telling kids to stay in school and like trying to buy the news networks to show positive images of our people, they can't allow that because they can't control Bill Cosby because he's a righteous dude. For trying to be out, for being out here fighting for his people, so they can't have no dude like that. But they can have niggas like Roland Martin and Stephen A. Smith talking this propaganda about different topics about brothers and sisters. Though, but if you get a white motherfucker out here doing the same thing and having the same charges, they'll do anything to try to bring negativity away from his name though. So I salute the brother Bill Cosby for staying true to the game, like staying true like a straight up soldier and just going through the pain. But I hope he sue all them motherfuckers whoever had anything to do with that shit, man. I hope he get his money, man. I hope he get back on his feet and just live his life by teaching our people right from wrong and shit. Cause we don't really have a lot of people like that in our community who want to see us making it stuff, who want to see us get our reparations and stuff. It always gonna be that one nigga that they have that they give their biscuits to try to not give us our reparations and give us everything that we truly deserve and shit.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, man. Another example of the man being railroaded by the system, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna ask you the same thing I asked Omega Red and Akeem Benison. What woman you know could continue to go out with a man after he allegedly assaulted her? What woman you know gonna do that?
I don't know no woman like that. So shit. So I've been on this earth for the past 27 plus years. I ain't never seen a woman like that who will go through that type of shit and just be in the same position with a dude that did that shit to them. I know some women that have been through shit like that and they finally learned from it and they had the courage to like go to the police and bring true justice to them. But I don't know no women like that these days that'll probably do some shit like that. Even the most craziest motherfucker out here that's a female, I mean, they might have some pride with them in their mind for them not to do that shit. But you do have some crazy motherfuckers out here. But it's a small percent of women that I know that wouldn't even go through no shit like that. Cause shit, you have women going through shit like that every day. And if you have a female like that that'll go through some shit like that and won't say nothing, what make you think that the women that truly going through the shit don't want to get true justice brought to them? Cause you have a lot of people out here in the community, female wise, they get messed with. And most of the time, these motherfuckers don't be believing them because you have women like that that won't say nothing. They'll wait years and years and years to say something, but you should have said something back then once the shit was happening to you. they might have not had the courage to do that shit though, but they might have had the get like the will to do that shit though. But nowadays you might have women like that. They won't say shit. Then they'll just wait all this time to bring some dumb shit up.
Bro, what man, get his ass will get beat up by another man and then hang out with him that day?
I don't know no brother like that. Cause I'm the type of dude, you whoop my ass, I'm coming back to get your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
Next
look
day,
for it.
same day,
Yeah.
next day. Yeah,
Just common damn sense.
old school way.
Yeah, I ain't with this new shit, man. You fight me, I'm gonna fight you back. Cause I ain't no confrontational person. I don't look for trouble, but I will finish it and shit, man. Cause I try to do the best I can on this earth, man. But you have motherfuckers like this, be fucking with you all the time. You gonna have to handle your business like, man, you just ain't finna punk me. You do something to me, I'm gonna do something back to your ass, man. Cause I'm a quiet dude. I don't do nothing unless I have to, man. Cause I ain't trying to hurt nobody, but I ain't trying to let nobody hurt me or my family and shit. I'm gonna do what I have to do
I,
to survive and
I,
shit. This is what black
I
people
ain't that
trying to
type
do. We
person,
trying to
bro.
survive, man. We
I
just
ain't
trying
that
to
type
get
person.
what we can get, you know.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this with me.
Yeah.
I'm
I
cool
don't
with my
blame you,
people,
man.
but with them damn other people, the motherfucker, the enemy, I look for shit with their ass. I be wanting to goddamn smoke with they motherfuckers ass. I do that shit every day. Come play with me. Since you want to pick up somebody that ain't gonna say nothing, come fuck with me. That's the type of person I am. With my people, oh, I'm good with my people.
I got a question. Did y'all think they released them now and just let go the whole case and everything to try to save their ass?
But they can't even bring the case up no more.
No, they released them because they already did their job. They to beat them.
Now, Bill Cosby, one thing I can
They
say
did.
about Bill
The
Cosby,
damage
they
been done.
did
The
break him.
damage been done, bro.
The damage already been done. They already got what they wanted out of him, which
Yeah.
is jail time.
So release him. He can't do what he wanted to do before. Y'all
Like
understand how this
he can,
game works?
he can go out there and try to. He's trying to restart his. He's trying to go back on tour, but as far as like him trying to get a TV show and all that, he not gonna get no TV show.
Him trying to buy networks and all that shit. That shit gone.
Yeah, motherfuckers ain't
Damn
trying to
be
buy no
done.
network because even though Bill Cosby has been acquitted, he's out of jail. The rape case is taken away. They still gonna put that stigma on him.
Yo, you got all these black folks still shitting on Bill Cosby.
Yeah, you got a lot of
That
buck
was
dancing ass. Look what Mark Lamar Hill did. As soon the motherfucker ain't been released
I
from
think
prison
that.
like 2 hours for like a damn day, and Mark Lamar Hill comes out and talk about, well, yeah, he's out of jail, but he's still not innocent. What the fuck?
It's hard to
Judge
get
O'Brown
up,
put
nigga.
him on
See,
his
that goes to
ass.
show you
Yeah,
you have some sort of ass niggas in the community. You come from the cloth of Roland Martin, man. They like father and son, man. You can't trust a nigga like that, especially with a nigga like that with a big ass head. And I'm proud of Judge Joe Brown for roasting that nigga, man. Cause like when you just have a judge who
Hey,
been
Eric, hold
doing
that
that
thought a
shit for
second. I want to
years,
ask
who been
Stephanie
bringing
something.
true justice to
Hey, Eric, hold that thought 1 second. I'm gonna ask Stephanie something. Stephanie, let me ask you something, right? Would you continue to go out with someone after they assaulted you, after they violated you? Would you continue to go out with them and go on dates with them and talk to them on the phone? Yeah, we'll see what she said. But go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, man. Like I was saying, this Mark Lamont nigga, man. This dude is just another turncoat ass nigga in our community. I'm telling you, man, he comes from the cloth of Roland Martin. You remind me of a Roland Martin because some of the shit that he be saying, it's just truly disgusting. Them dudes can be like related. That he might even be a fan, man, because shit, the way they be talking, you can just tell that he come from the cloth of Roland Martin, man. And I hate that it took a dude like Judge O'Brien to regulate this nigga, man, because like you know what the hell he be saying out his mouth, man. They go to show you that these niggas out here. is fighting white supremacy at its fullest, man. Just because you getting a news network, just because you getting a job, they can take that shit away from you quick, man. You might be the nigga that they love today, but once you say something wrong, they gonna throw your ass away and find a new buck dancer.
I got another question for y'all, right? Now, now I'm talking about the typical actions of a person who's so distraught about sexual assault and rape, right? If this woman was so distraught about but this traumatic experience or what that or whatever like that, right? Why she put out a book about it? Think about this. You put out a book. You had to talk to a publisher, right? You had to talk to a publisher. You had to recount the events in your head about what happened. You put this in a book. You got many people that's going to look at this and they're going to edit it many times over, right? And then you put this out at Barnes and Noble, and people are going to read this book. So was she really that distraught over her this alleged claim that she's making, or she was out here trying to make a buck?
All I'm gonna say is I done met way more females in my life that I wish that didn't get sexual assaulted and raped. I done met a lot. And I done talked to, and I didn't know it until I seen certain things they were doing. I was wondering, like, why are you doing this? And then they told me what happened to them. So you got to kind of get that out of them because they don't want to talk about it. And I was cool enough that they expressed what happened to them. And the shit is fucked up. I ain't gonna lie, shit fucked up. It's a lot more than I thought it would. I thought this shit was rare. And the shit is way more than I thought it was. But ain't nobody running around here writing books and you know what I'm saying? They trying to throw this shit. Oh, they trying to put this shit in the past. It's their actions that let me know what's going on, not their words. See what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, it's all bullshit. It was all the denigrate Bill Cosby and anybody that defends Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? We know what the play is and all that. Now, Bill Cosby, you got a second chance. Don't come up with that fucking pound cake shit.
Yeah, I just want to see every motherfucker who had anything to do with his conviction and shit, man. Because he deserves some justice, and I want that Temple University to give him a full apology, man. Because he's been doing a lot of work. He's been putting in a lot of work for that fucking university. And for them to turn their back on him while he was going through shit like that, that goes to show you that they didn't really truly like believe in him as a righteous brother, man. Because I don't know if he got his scholarship from that as a doctor or what. But for them to turn their back on him like that and to just shit on his name while he was going through these false, charges that was brought up against him, it's just terrible, man. And that goes to show you that any of these bitches out here do anything to make money, man. They just wanted some money out of the brother, man. And you might have had some of these bitches who weren't even out here who got allegedly assaulted by this brother, man. They just wanted to make some money. This is what I hate about this fucking Me Too movement and shit, man. They pick their battles they want.
He ain't getting no apology. I don't know how many times I tell black folk we ain't got no friends. We don't have no friends.
You ain't got no allies in this shit.
No, none.
Now, don't get me wrong. Look, I don't want nobody getting this shit fucked up, right? I don't want nobody getting misconstruing nothing I'm saying, all right? I am not a fan of anybody being violated, okay? I don't support that shit. I don't condone that shit. I don't respect that shit.
I ain't none of it.
Nobody should feel violated by anybody, right? And it breaks my heart to see that Stephanie put that in the comment section, right? Nobody should have to go through that. Nobody. That's why I plead with women. If you feel, or men too, because men get raped too. If you feel
Yep.
that you've been violated, you need to report that shit immediately. Don't wait 3-4 years and all this other type of shit and continue to go out with people that violated you and talk to them on the phone and all that type of shit. That's
Yeah.
not you're gonna you're gonna find yourself in a position where no one's gonna believe you. The first time that shit happened, you need to say something right then and there. If you're in the public place and this motherfucker trying to touch your privates right there in the spot, you can yell out whatever, right? That will put the spotlight on him. All I'm saying is, don't put yourself in a precarious situation. That's all I'm saying. Because nobody should have to be that way. No one should have to feel like they're a victim of someone who want to try and get a little punani and shit. That's all I gotta say about that, man. Y'all go ahead and continue. I'm sorry.
Man. Hey, when y'all was talking to, something done hit my head. I know it's I guess it's kind of sports related, but I'm trying to get this off quick. That dude, Jerry Sandusky or something like that. You had people protecting him, not only protecting him, but defending him, former players defending him. Even he got convicted, you still have folks convicting him. I mean, still protecting him or trying to defend him. But a majority of our people won't do it for Bill Cosby, and that's the shame about it. That's another shame part about it too.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, what happened with Kevin Spacey? He was popping little boy.
Yeah, he was.
Everybody forgot about that shit.
Nobody, yeah.
And why did one of his accusers end up dead?
Yep.
Yeah.
But nobody want to talk about
This
that,
shit
right?
crazy, man. I don't know what the hell going on with these folks out here. It's just like that Hollywood shit. You got all these fucking directors touching little kids
What
and
about
shit, but they don't get arrested. But
What about Woody Allen?
That's another one.
what's the young boys that
all
played
these
in
sick
the
motherfuckers, man.
movies back in the early '90s? The boy name. They was in Lost Boy.
Home Alone.
Macaulay
Oh,
Culkin,
No, I'm talking
the
about the
Home Alone,
Lost Boy.
yeah, Macaulay
Lost
Culkin.
Boy.
No, they was Home Alone.
Man, what's the boy's name?
Man, I forgot about
Both
that
of them.
movie.
They had the same name, same first name. It was in the Lost Boy. Damn, I can't remember their damn name. But they
Well,
came out and said they were getting raped in Hollywood.
What's the black guy in,
They
that was in Disney? Even though he's on drugs, what's his name? Orlando Brown. He was saying that they was doing shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Orlando Brown.
They were drugging him, and he got addicted from doing that shit. They were raping him and everything. Since he was in major pain. He's talking about that shit from all the way from back from when he was in major pain.
crazy, man. This how they get these motherfuckers out here, man. They don't go out to them because they out here making fucking movies for your kids and shit to watch. These Disney motherfuckers out here making movies for your kids and stuff, but shit, behind the scenes they out here fucking little boys and little girls and stuff, but they can't get arrested. They can't get charges on them though, but you can bring charges up on Bill Cosby and shit just because you want to buy a news network to do right by his people. You motherfuckers be wasting y'all time, energy, and resources on black people so much that you don't be fucking with these other groups who out here actually doing shit to people. You don't be messing with these KKK motherfuckers who out here killing people. You don't be doing that to these racist Asians. Not all the motherfuckers are like that though, but you don't be doing that to these racist Asians who be in grocery stores and shit, who be in they fucking stores and shit, fucking with black people and stuff. Like everybody be stealing once you go in that motherfucker, man. Like shit, you don't be messing with them motherfuckers because some of them are honorary white supremacists. They under the white man's nuts. They want to be a part. They want to be so American so much that they'll leave their own country and come to America to try to make something better for them. But shit, they supposed to be so righteous. They supposed to be so fucking proud to be an Asian though. But you leaving your own country to come fuck with black people in America. Not to say that all of them are doing that shit though, but once in a blue moon, you'll see these motherfuckers just be fucking with black people, just like these white motherfuckers out here. They want to impress white people so much that they'll do anything to anybody, especially black people, to be under the white man's power structure and shit. Cause shit, most of them got resources and shit in their community. They can do shit like that. But they want to be so black, they'll steal from black people, try to steal our style of music, try to steal our hair designs, just try to steal everything from certain folks in our community, man. And it's just a shame that you have some of these niggas talking about stop Asian hate, but your own people out here get fucked with by the Asian community. But you ain't saying nothing about that, but you on commercials and shit talking about stop Asian hate when you should be saying stop hate against black people. You should be out here fighting for your people, but you out here fighting other battles and shit for other people. That just don't make no fucking sense.
I think the
That
thing
ain't
is
our
because
people.
that is that too, and and like you about the whole start Asian hate, they get in the bad for it. See, if it was all about they were getting the bad for protecting our people, I think they'll do it. They'll promote it, but they just want the bad. So that's why our people will be like, "Oh, stop Asian hate," but they won't say stop. You know what I'm saying? Hating on our people and nothing like that. It's the bad behind it.
It's bigger than the bad, bro.
Oh, it is,
Bigger
but
than the
for
bad.
them, yeah,
It's about land. That's what this shit is about.
geez, yeah.
I would speak more about
No,
it,
yeah,
but
I
this
want
ain't
to
the
bring this.
platform to do. It's
Oh
bigger
yeah, I
than the
want to
bad.
bring this shit up too. This fucking tequila come up a bitch out here talking about black women's hair and shit. Yeah, bitch, I ain't forget about you, huh? Out here talking shit about black women's hair and shit, talking about with curse and shit. Like, if you see this bitch and the images that's been over the past few years, if you look this bitch name up, man, you look like a straight up fucking crackhead that you got the nerve to be out here talking about some black women's hair and shit. Like, come on, man. You done changed so many features in your life and shit. Like, if you look at this bitch, you would have thought she evolved and shit. You know how when you look at like the show Pokemon and shit and how they evolve and shit, like she changed her image so much that she try to blend in and shit. You know what? You know what you remind me of? You remind me of Kamala Harris. You don't be knowing what this bitch is. First, you got a Mexican name, but you Vietnamese. Then you change it back into your true Asian form. You got the long hair. You got the puffy ass cheeks. You know the eyes and shit. She just changed it back into a true racist form and shit. And that's how some of these motherfuckers be and shit. It's crazy, man. You would have thought it was fucking Dragon Ball Z. He just changes into the three stages of film and shit. You don't even know what this bitch look like, man. This shit crazy. And she has the nerve to be talking about some damn black woman hair. You see out here looking like a straight up fucking crackhead.
Yeah, man, this shit, and for the stop Asian hate, that shit ended fast because they got some laws or some laws or bills or whatever passed for that shit. I mean, we didn't get shit.
Yeah.
We didn't get shit
Two,
at all.
two,
That
yeah,
shit was
two
for a whole
pedophile
month.
Joe Biden gave them
Yeah,
their reparations. They
you're
Yeah,
they
not gonna
went
get
they
shit.
went through some shit for
You're
one
not
fucking
gonna
year,
get
but
shit.
black
for a
folks been going through
one
shit for
whole
400
month.
some plus years. 4 months. Allegedly, they've been going through some shit for 12 months. Not to say they ain't been discriminated against, but come on now. Black people be getting fucked with every day. You motherfuckers have a power structure in America. Y'all have y'all own community and resources. But this creepy cracker ass motherfucker who out here kissing his own nieces and shit, out here in pictures kissing Asian girls on their cheeks and stuff, out here giving niggas motherfucking wired back massages and shit. You motherfuckers out here giving them motherfuckers reparations and shit when they already got resources and stuff. Y'all motherfuckers got everything, but black folks can't get reparations. We have to go through whoop the holes and fucking hurdles to even get a fucking stimulus check. Motherfuckers still out here asking for another stimulus check, but you motherfuckers can't sign that. It's over 3 million fucking plus signatures for another stimulus check. But you motherfuckers can't get nobody reparations. You can get somebody 3 fucking stimulus checks, one for $620 one for $1,200 and one for $1,400. That shit gonna go away with the quickness once you get the shit. Once you got
Exactly.
bills to pay, once you got car notes to pay. See, motherfuckers don't realize that shit. But you motherfuckers be out here talking about we don't got money and shit, but you out here giving $300 million to other countries and shit. Like, come on now, you motherfuckers got the money, you just don't want to get it to nobody. You motherfuckers is so cowardly, you motherfuckers is so crazy. Y'all motherfuckers are actually burn the money instead of just giving black people the reparations. You motherfuckers are
You,
actually get the
you
money,
know why
pile
though?
it up,
You know why,
and
bro?
just burn
Bro,
it
do you know
in our
why?
face.
We
I don't really know.
we are not
Yeah, I
being
know. You got,
represented by our own people. We are being represented by foreigners. That's the reason why.
Facts.
They ain't finna give us shit because the people that represent us ain't even from here. That's the reason
yeah,
why.
you got these foreign buck dancers. You got these African coon ass niggas coming over here to America talking about what black people need to do. You niggas need to start complaining. But shit, since you talking all this shit, what you doing about the Chinese motherfuckers going over there in your country trying to take over Africa and shit? And you do have some righteous brothers and sisters on the continent fighting back against these motherfuckers, man. But you'll have some coon ass niggas coming over here talking about you don't need to have no Black History Month. You need to ban it. You need to ban the shit though. Yeah, can we have 1 month to ourselves? Yeah, everybody have their own month. Mexicans got Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, Jews got their holiday. Asians got their holiday. Shit, everybody has their holiday. But once black people want to celebrate something, you motherfuckers want to get mad and shit. Stop wasting your time and energy and resources fucking with black people. If you hate black people so much, leave us the fuck alone. See, that's what gets me about these motherfuckers, man. You niggas be talking about you hate black people so much, but you being all mixed, man. You be seeing what black folks be doing. What's the next trend? I mean, most of us are trendsetters. We do everything, man. We done set so many trends throughout every function of life that you motherfuckers just hate on us so much, man. Why hate when you can just appreciate motherfuckers for putting this real shit out to you? It's crazy, man. Just be wasting your time, energy, and resources on dumb shit. Life's too short for that shit, man. Motherfuckers end up dying every day, wasting your time, energy, and resources, and not minding your motherfucking business. Yeah, you'll live longer if you mind your fucking business and shit, because motherfuckers can die quick once you get in everybody's mix and shit. Shit, people dying every day just for fucking with people though. But shit, you don't be hearing motherfuckers talk about this shit unless it can fatten their pocket.
And you was just preaching just now.
Well, gents, on that note, I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming on, man. We cooking here late at night, early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But I
All right,
appreciate
peace
the
to
Big
everybody.
Red, my boy Eric Johnson, Akeem Benison, man. Y'all my brothers, man. I love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for y'all support ongoing and this ongoing jihad against white supremacy, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't never gonna stop. All right.
All right,
Sadly.
peace, bro.
Damn right. Shout out to my sister Stephanie Dews, everybody in the building, everybody that's watching the video to go watch the video. Make sure you go subscribe to my homie James Hayes, Nola Boy Sports and News. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate Mr. Shelton for his donation through the super chat. If you want to donate, there's my Cash App, PayPal. Smash that like, hit the subscribe. This your boy. Scream at me. Hey!